Welcome students, this is your fine arts painting theory class. Students, till now we have done the Rajasthani and Pahadi school and its painting from unit 1, Mughal and Deccan school and its paintings from unit 2. Now let's start with unit 3, the Bengal school of painting and the modern trends in Indian art. First we will start with the Bengal school. In Bengal School of Painting, we will read about the national flag of India and its symbolic significance of its forms and the colors. Introduction to the Bengal School of Painting, origin and development of Bengal School of Painting and its main features. We will also read the appreciation of the paintings of Bengal School. The paintings are Journey's End by Abhinendranath Tagore, Shiva and Sati by Nandlal Bose, Radhika by M.A.R. Chogtai and Meghdut by Ram Gopal Vijayvargiya. And also the contribution of Indian artists in the struggle of national freedom movement. Let's start with the introduction. The Bengal School of Art was an influential style of art that was flourished in India during the British Raj in between the last 19th and the early 20th century. It was associated with Indian nationalism but was also promoted and supported by many British art administrators. Now the question is, how did Bengal School rise? So, during the British Raj, the traditional Indian approach towards painting had lost its identity because the traditional painting style didn't appeal to British taste. They introduced a new form of painting in India known as company painting. After the decline of Mughal Empire and beginning of the British colonial rule, Indian art stood at the crossroads in 1985. It was almost dead end of the Indian paintings. At that time, some gifted artists like Raja Ravi Verma and others were tried to give sense of direction to Indian art and create confidence in the traditional values and rich heritage in Indian art. They also tried hard to revive self-respect for Indian creative art. The credit of beginning the new style of school goes to Raja Ravi Verma and E.B. Havell. E.B. Havell was the principal of Madras School of Art. After that, he was transferred to Calcutta, now known as Kolkata. There he was introduced to Abhinendranath Tagore, who was the first pioneer, or we can say the leading artist of India. So we can say that they are responsible for the beginning of Bengal School of Art in India. It also became known as Revivalist or Renaissance School. So the question is, why it became known as Revivalist or Renaissance School? The answer is, in Bengal, a new group of nationalist artists gathered around Abhinendranath Tagore, a nephew of Rabindranath Tagore. This new group of painters rejected the art of Raja Ravi Verma as imitative and westernized. They declared that such a style was unsuitable for depicting the nation's ancient myth and legends. This group felt that a genuine Indian style of painting must draw the inspiration from the non-Western art, means inspiration to medieval Indian traditions of the miniature painting. So, these artists started doing experiments. They broke away from the tradition of oil painting and realistic style of Raja Ravi Verma and company artists. At the same time, these artists were also influenced by the art of Japanese artists who visited India at that time. So, due to this reason, Bengal School of Art was called as Renaissance School or the Revivalist School. Now, the question is, how Bengal School developed? The Bengal School came into existence in the beginning of 20th century when Indian artists and painters raised their voice against the activities of British Art Academy. A group of Bengal artists gave birth to a new painting style based on old Indian traditional painting of Ajanta, Wagh, Rajput and Mughal art. These paintings were copied by Nandlal Bose, Asit Kumar Haldar and other artists. The artists from Bengal school like Ishwari Prasad, Anand Kumar Swamy, etc. held many exhibitions in India and foreign countries. The pilots of this school were E.B. Havel and Abhinendranath Tagore. E.B. Havel and Anand Kumar Swamy enhanced the fame of Abhinendranath Tagore by exhibit his paintings. It enhanced the reputation of Indian art, which was being spoiled by the British. Special art centers were started at Bombay, Madras, Punjab, Lucknow and Delhi, etc. The other artists of this group were Gaganendranath Tagore, Asit Kumar Haldar, M.A.R. Chugtai, Kshitindranath Majumdar, Nandlal Bose, Yamini Roy and Amrita Shergill, etc. These artists did different experiments based on foreign techniques with Indian themes. A Japanese technique, namely wash technique, was also used in Bengal school. So Bengal school is actually a mixture of Indian and foreign art, but on the whole it has Indian character. Now the subject matter on which the artist used to make these paintings are historical themes. So many historical events were painted on this style, like Buddha and Sujata painted by Abhinendranath Tagore is very famous ones. Akbar and Kunal painted by Asit Kumar Haldar are also famous paintings. Religious paintings. In religious paintings, Mahakali, Shiva Parvati, Krishna and Gopis and many more events were painted under religious theme. Themes of Indian literature were also painted. Meghadoot, a very famous painting by Ram Gopal Vijayvargiya, is based on a poem written by Kalidas. Themes related to social life and daily life are also painted in this school. Examples, beggar, last journey and tiller of soil, etc. Birds and animals are also painted in many paintings, like the last journey or journey's end. The camel was depicted. In other painting, Damayanti by Raja Ravi Verma, a swan is depicted very beautifully. Landscape paintings. Many landscapes have been beautifully done in this school, such as Victoria Memorial Hall and Devghar landscape by Abhinendranath Tagore. Now let's discuss about the features of Bengal school. Traditional paintings. The Bengal school of painting is fully based on Indian traditional style. As the subject matter of the school is based on Indian culture, the paintings are based on Indian themes like Mahakali, Shiva Parvati and Krishna, etc. Prove that Bengal school has Indian mentality. Influence of Ajanta paintings. The quality of Ajanta like rhythm, grace, harmony, etc. are visible in Bengal school of paintings. The lines of Bengal school resembles the Ajanta paintings. You know, Ajanta art is famous for their line drawing. Softness and rhythm in figures. The figures of Bengal school gives soft effects in figures without any hardness. They are graceful and have delicacy. Figures are rhythmic and provide pleasant experience to the eyes. Next is beautiful color scheme. The colors of Bengal school are very attractive and bright, but loud colors have not been used in anywhere. Wash technique is used, which gives harmony to the painting. Next is influence of Mughal and Rajasthani school. Mughal, Rajasthani and Pahadi school influence can be seen in the work made by Bengal school of artists who created simple art with elegant and refined figures. Next is light and shade. The softness in the paintings of Bengal school is due to its quality of brilliant use of light and shade. And the last is impressive and Indian subject matter. The subject matter is based on Indian historical, religious and literary themes. So here the origin and development and the features of Bengal school is completed. Hope you understand. Thank you.